Okay. It's one more time.
It's a good game.
That was good. I like that one. Let's do 3 more takes, find the best one, and then we'll do it again, okay?
It's just a 1 second
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Split Screen Gaming Podcast,
Wow.
the occasional weekly podcast where we talk about video games from the comfort of our homes. My name is Chad Michael Innes.
I am Holden DePardo.
And joining us this week is our third lifelong friend,
Gus Stout.
Gus Stout.
Did I do that right?
Fucking welcome.
Did everyone hear that? Did we get Gus?
Yeah, we heard it.
Okay, good.
Gus,
All
can
right,
you say your name one more time, including your middle name? Alfalfa?
Augustus Benjamin Stout.
Benjamin.
Funny story about Gus's middle name.
Please tell it.
Well, it's your middle name. So.
No, I want to hear your rendition of it.
Gus's sister decided what Gus's middle name was going to be when she was 3 years old.
Yeah.
So unfortunate.
My older siblings decided what the baby who ended up being a miscarriage, who was not me, but the baby before me.
What?
Had it been born, my parents were going to let it name it, and it was going to be called Tree Tromper.
What?
True story.
How did you land a normal name like Chad then?
My parents decided, well, good thing we missed that opportunity with that miscarriage. Let's not let them name the fourth baby.
Oh my god, I have so many things to say about that I won't.
Oh, man.
And other things relevant to video games.
Welcome back to the Split Screen Gaming Podcast. We've got a lot of really, actually, we don't have much at all today.
Yeah,
So we're recording early. So this is recording Friday afternoon, so if some stuff comes up on the weekend, fucking get over it.
We'll talk about it next week.
There's going to be a 30-page paper of stuff we missed from the podcast.
Scorpio is officially unveiled on Saturday.
Perfect.
It's true. Except they said it's going to be at E3.
No, they didn't. They never said that.
Your mom. So we've got what we're playing. We've got, obviously, it's going to be a lot of Mario Kart.
Yes.
A couple of news stories. Y'all, we have our first subscriber interrogative.
This is because we have not been making up subscriber interrogatives this entire time.
Thank God.
Wait, what is this?
We have
Describe this to me.
A fucking real person.
It's not anyone
it's not
we know.
made up.
Well, it's
it is somebody
it's someone
we know. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
but
my mother.
Somebody actually asked a question on our.
It's my sister.
We're gonna let you guys. It's gonna be a mystery. You're gonna be so excited.
Oh,
man.
I missed most of what Chad just said, except it's gonna be a mystery. I'm so excited.
That's
okay,
exactly
cool.
what I said. You
don't
didn't miss
question
any of it.
Oh, okay. All
Don't
right.
lie to me.
I'm lying to you right now.
Argentina.
So, what have you been playing, Chad? What's new
Hi.
this week?
My name is Chad Michael Innes, and I've been playing Mario Kart.
Whoa, that's so much different than what I've been doing all week.
Oh my gosh, that's what you've been playing all week too.
It has been what I've been playing all week.
Gus, what have you played this week?
I've been playing Mario Kart this week.
So we all have Switches, so we all got Mario Kart on day one, except Gus, who had to wait like 2 extra days.
But I did buy it on day one.
You did buy it on day one without your Switch.
I had to buy it on Saturday because I didn't get my Switch until Saturday.
Okay.
So.
Actually, then I'm the only one who got it on day one then, so never mind. My whole like...
That's why you're 100
day
better
one.
than us. So.
Yeah, that's
So
why
you guys just swear in this then?
Oh yeah, we just swear.
Okay.
Swear.
I'm gonna save it.
Said the
I'm
word
gonna
miscarriage twice.
That's not
Is
a
that
swear word. That's just a
be.
word that is a medical error.
Right? Medical error.
Right? Is that not? I mean, it's
you
not.
had a glitch in your body, and the baby said no. So.
Yeah, I don't think it's like. I don't know.
You're right. It's not medically things going right.
Right.
Great.
Yeah.
Excellent
So
conversation.
we're gonna have a whole big thing on Mario Kart later on. So I say we just jump right into news right now, unless we've been playing anything else.
Hold on.
Well,
we have a very special young man in our room.
Thank you.
And our audience needs to know more about him.
Okay.
Gus, tell us a little bit about
then.
yourself, your background, why you're relevant to this podcast, who your first celebrity crush was, what your favorite type of potato is, and who's the last person whose eyebrows you adjusted with by licking your pointer finger and smearing their eyebrows straight to correct a stray hair.
I don't know if I've ever done that. Can I do it right now to Holden?
Hold on. Answer these questions in that order,
Oh,
please.
sorry. I got out of track. Okay. What was the first one?
I don't remember. Something about a potato?
Tell me about yourself.
Potato.
My name's Gus.
Hi, Gus.
Hey, I'm colorblind. I think everyone kind of knows
that. Is that real?
Yeah, that's real. I'm pretty colorblind.
There was a movie.
Medical error.
What movie?
It's a big medical error in my eyes.
What movie was it we watched recently? Where this company's branding was in the colorblind test. I guess I don't know who that is.
Yeah,
I have no idea what movie.
Every time I see that,
this
there's
is.
a production company that's it's
like
Focus
it's all
Features,
little...
but it's a colorblind test.
Yeah.
And I look at it, I'm like, oh, there's a colorblind
and...
test. Oh, that's weird. They have that. I don't realize it's a production company. Anyway, so yeah, I'm colorblind. Like red, brown. blue, purple, yellow, light green, the whole spectrum. And I do want to get glasses for it and try it out. Have you seen that video of that guy crying when he got him?
He puts them on
and he just like
pussy.
Instantly. Yo, what a pussy, dude! Yo, that guy's a fucking pussy, dude. Seeing the spectrum of light, bitch.
Oh no, I love those videos. The videos where like people are seeing color for the first time, or like deaf kids who hear their mom's voice. For the first time.
It's just the most. It's pure objective loveliness.
God, I'm getting goosebumps right now.
There is a great parody on those. It was a father of 4 who hears silence for the first time.
That is good. That's pretty good. And we're done.
That's it. That's the whole podcast.
That's everything about you. You're colorblind.
That's my whole. I'm colorblind. That's like what comes to mind usually. That's like the only that's the fun fact I did for like my job 3 fun fact things.
Yeah.
It was like he's colorblind. That's it. That's like kind of all I had. I'm not very interesting. So good thing you brought me on the show because I'm super interesting. There'll be more fun facts along the way. I'll just interrupt with a fun fact about myself.
Please do.
Can we do it that way instead of right now?
In the middle of a sentence, just scream it.
You have to find a moment in the podcast to share naturally in conversation what your favorite potato is.
Okay,
that's the challenge.
It's also not a joke. Please interrupt in the middle of the podcast.
Okay, I already have the fun fact, and I know the potato already. I already know. Yeah, I'm prepared.
Wonderful. Speaking of what we're playing, you just tried VR for the first time.
I did.
You played those 8 things.
Yeah, you threw me through the gauntlet of VR stuff. It's. I wouldn't say I'm running out to buy it right now, but it looks like something that's going to work phenomenally well in like 3 years. More than that worked really well anyway. Like that was better than I thought it was going to be, and it was also like a glimpse into some cool future thing.
You also played some, to Chad's credit here, highlights that are the best of the best.
Okay.
There are definitely some VR experiences I've had that are not up to
right. I could see some shit going wrong with that.
Yeah.
I got a little seasick too.
Honestly, haven't found a good like space flight sim. I mean, the
Battlefront
VR mission was pretty great, but
do you have that?
Yeah, but I deleted the.
That's fine. I don't want to play it. I'm just wondering if you like that.
Reinstall it onto the hard drive.
Is it just like a? Is it just flying around with an X-wing?
Well, you're in a space battle.
You're shooting.
The most convincing part about it is that you are in a ship and you can look up and like you can tell you're inside the ship. You can tell space is like outside of your ship, and there's a good sense of just location there. But it's everything outside of your ship that gets really blurry. So like the ships far away are blurry, down to like the fighters, to also the giant star destroyers, which is really blurry, and it's just not very convincing to me.
Okay, cool.
But Thumper,
I'm sold.
Is awesome.
Thumper's fun. Didn't like some composer make that game? That's what I thought. That was the fun
two
fact.
People. There's a composer and
dude was
a graphic designer or something like that.
What's his name? Johann Sebastian Bach.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, he worked on that game absolutely. And Mozart was the other guy too.
Cool. Wolfgang.
Yeah, Wolfgang.
Wolfgang makes samba.
Wolfgang Puck. Oh man, great. So I had a delightful, yummy VR experience.
Yeah, it was great. I give it an A.
Awesome. Let's jump into our news stories for this week. Holden, start me out with something.
I got some news stories for you. Let's actually go right to VR. So, speaking of VR, Oculus is skipping E3, which I thought to be particularly notable considering the hype behind Oculus and VR in general last year, how massive that was in the news. It gets released last year, and now they're already not talking about it at the next E3. You would imagine they'd be...
They've never been at E3, though.
Well, I'm talking about... Well, yeah, they were at E3 with like a games showing off. They didn't necessarily have like a booth of their own. Yeah, they didn't have like necessarily their own showcase they were showing off. They were a part of other companies' presentations. They're not going to be there at all this year.
I'm sure other companies will have their Oculus version of games.
And also, here's the article headline specifically: Oculus is skipping E3 for the first time since 2014. So they've been there for the past few years.
Okay.
So they have been there. I just think it's notable. I mean, people talk about how much of a dud VR was, despite you can't get a PlayStation VR still, because they're either that in demand or just being shorted in supply. But yeah, they're not going to be E3. That was interesting. It also
on that same story, Oculus shut down its VR story studio, which is its award-winning narrative filmmaking studio. But I don't think that's like a, oh my god, it's doomed. VR is bombing.
Well, we were thinking.
They've said they're closing it down to
focus on games and stuff to show later on.
No, they are focusing they're letting other people take the brunt of all of this, so that they can focus more on the hardware. Now that a large community of filmmakers and developers are committed to the narrative VR art form, we're going to focus on funding and supporting their content.
What about we were talking about how we really thought strongly that Microsoft was going to show off the Scorpio with some sort of VR component to it.
Yukon Gold potato. The Cadillac
Yukon
of potatoes.
Gold potato?
Yeah, Yukon Gold, they're the best.
I only know of like 3 types of potatoes.
That's
like
the
potato,
best one.
Russet, and sweet.
Potato is one of the potatoes, you know?
Yes.
That doesn't exist.
It
just
totally
potato?
Yeah, do you
really?
Think it was the gold. What did you say?
Yukon Gold. You've never heard of a Yukon Gold
No.
potato? They're the golden potatoes. They're the best ones.
Yep.
Okay, fine. You asked my potato, and now you're giving me a hard time about the one I chose.
I was honestly thinking the only I could think of was potato or mashed potato. That was all I could think of.
That's a potato dish, not a potato. Type.
Potato chip?
Do I have a favorite chip?
No, I did not ask that.
Oh, then what did you ask?
I just asked the word potato chip.
Oh, well, okay.
Is that a type of potato?
I like I'm going to answer it anyway, the Lay's kettle cooked.
Okay.
Those are good chips.
Those are good. They're somewhere between a Lay chip and a kettle
a Lay chip,
one.
A single Lay chip.
A single Lay chip.
Which, interestingly enough, the Lay's chip, the kettle cooked one specifically, are not also going to be at E3.
Okay.
I kind of find
There's
going to
be some
chips to be a little bland.
Yeah, like the regular ones?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like them that much. This is great. Can we, I got the Oculus thing, I was like, I don't know any of this. So I sort of just took I'm going to drink this whole pitcher of water by the time, so yeah, Yukon Gold potato. You asked and I answered. So
I'm sure we'll still see game developers and studios who have made games have Oculus Rifts at their locations.
Yeah.
But maybe Oculus itself just won't have it.
I guess I thought it was going to be a bigger part of Microsoft's showcase, and clearly that won't be the case if Oculus themselves is saying they're not going to be there.
I mean, Microsoft already said they're not pairing with one headset. Mm-hmm. So.
They're going to pair with just one headset, but I thought that Oculus would be a part of their offerings at least. But
well, obviously
I guess not.
Obviously, Mario Kart's the only thing you're ever riding good at.
Yep,
so.
I'm only good at Mario Kart.
Oh, you sound like you were crying at the end of that. The way you burped there sounded like coughing up a tear. I'm only good at Mario Kart.
What if the way you cried was you had to cough up liquid? What if you puked every time you cried?
It's like you just almost drowned every time you cry.
Babe, I have to break up with you. No, don't.
Oh, definitely breaking up with you now. Yeah, get out. And get the paper towels.
What news you got?
The paper towels.
What news you got for me, Chad?
I'm gonna steal this one from you, because Zelda has a DLC.
You asshole!
Oh, man.
DLC, detail it, Holden. Tell me all about it.
Oh, we got some good stuff in the DLC. So the biggest thing about it is Trial of the Sword, which is essentially, if you played other Zelda games, the Cave of Ordeals, which is 50 rooms of enemies. We're going to have 45 rooms of enemies.
When is the first Zelda game that a Cave of Ordeals appeared?
Oh, God.
Because I don't remember a Cave of Ordeals.
Cave of Ordeals, so it wasn't called the Cave of Ordeals in Wind Waker, but Wind Waker had one. I can't remember what it was called.
That one, that's why.
Yeah, it's very good. And then Twilight Princess also had one.
Did it?
Yep, Twilight Princess had one.
I don't remember much about that game.
That one was called the Cave of Ordeals. I don't know if Skyward Sword had one or not.
Also
and then
play that one.
Treacherous Tower and Link Between Worlds, which is a similar concept.
Did I do that? Is that part of the main game? Do you have to do that?
You don't have to do that, but it is at the top of Death Mountain in Low Rule.
Yeah, I don't think I did that.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Cool. So apparently this is a thing that's existed for a while.
So yeah, we're going to have that in this game, which is going to be really exciting. What's cool about it, though, is it's 45 rooms of enemies, and like Eventide Island in the game, where it takes everything away from you immediately, you go in with nothing. If you have a bunch of stuff, like...
Oh yeah, you start out naked.
You start off naked, you don't have anything at all. So
is there anything lying on the ground?
Well, I mean, you have to kill enemies to take their weapons.
How do you kill them with nothing?
Use bombs, figure it out.
Oh, so you have some stuff then.
Well, you can have your runes.
That's a thing. Those are things.
Well, I guess I'm talking about enemies. Items we're talking about. They're taking away your swords, your shields, your bows. Okay. I think I would even go as far as saying...
But you still have your hook shot and your boomerang.
No, you don't have any
and the little top that spins on the ground that has gears on it.
Yeah, from Twilight Princess, they just took the spinner. Absolutely.
Yeah.
There's going to be a hard mode difficulty.
Hold on. What happens if you complete the Cave of Ordeals? Oh, yes. The Trial of the Swords.
You get your Master Sword at full power all the time. Which, personally, I don't know if that means your Master Sword is indestructible, which would be awesome to have at least one indestructible item in the game, but at least be at full power, so it's double the power and it's always glowing.
Double the power, double the fun. Did you know that Holden does not know the Double Mint Gum theme song? He's never heard it before?
I don't think I could say
double
it now,
but... Double the pleasure, double the fun. It's a statement of the great man of Double Mint Gum.
Oh my god, I don't know that either.
But you're familiar, you've heard it.
No, I've never heard that.
What?
Yeah.
Tia and Tamara Mowry were in the commercial? Sister.
When? Like in the 90s?
Oh my god, of course
I have been vindicated.
Holden is
vindicated!
I mean, yeah, I don't know. I didn't watch that.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, and I have an excuse because I don't ever watch TV.
And you're a child.
And yeah, I was going to say, he's like 13 years old.
That's incredible.
Currently 13 years old, yes.
So yeah, again, never mind.
Great. Continue.
Yeah, so there's a lot of stuff to talk about.
I know, that's why I said continue.
So we have hard mode. Very simply put, enemies are more difficult.
The world with an erection the whole time, right?
Yes, that is true. And you have to maintain it. It's really difficult. So
it's just called keep it up mode.
The harder your erection, the lower your hearts go.
Enemies are one level higher than they were before, and there's a new higher difficulty for enemies too.
Holden totally wanted to get past that joke to explain this. He was like, "Are we done with this joke? Okay, I'm going to explain it now." Yeah, so hard mode is.
Don't ruin my pace, okay? Then on top of that as well, enemies will regenerate their health over time, so you have to kill them quickly.
There are going to be unique enemies to hard mode, or unique difficulties of enemies?
Unique difficulties of enemies. Okay. I do not think there's going to be anything... The only thing unique about the world is that there are going to be these floating platforms that have enemies on it. So if you're paragliding, you're not just safe all the time. You have to worry about enemies when you're paragliding now too. Which I don't know how much of a challenge it's really going to be.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
I am double jointed. That's my fun fact.
Prove it. That's it?
Yeah, it's not great.
For everyone listening at home, his thumb just went sideways.
You look like you're double jointed too. It's not the most fun fact, but it is a fun fact. When I was in third grade and I figured it out.
You have gross arms like Holden, and you put your hands in your pockets and your arm twists around in its socket 360 degrees.
And then he does this.
Yeah,
he whips them out. Just in the middle of like anything.
Oh man. I love this. I love when the three of us are together that Holden just like...
Holden takes the...
Mentally just wants to
the runt of the group and just like gets shit on.
It's okay, guys. I cry myself to sleep at night.
And you cough up moisture when you do it.
And you drown. Tell me more about the Zelda DLC.
This is basically going to be Holden shares a fact about Zelda. We taunt him about Zelda.
Gus shares a boring fact in the middle of it.
And then Holden continues talking about Zelda.
You smile patiently between you explaining.
There are some new costumes in Zelda now as well.
Ooh.
There's a Tingle outfit.
Tingle, tingle, tingle.
There's a Phantom Knight outfit from Spirit Tracks, which actually is a Zelda game I have not played, even though I do own it. Spirit Tracks. And
sounds like something you do.
You buy a game and not play it? I absolutely think I would do. I think the last item that was cool to me was the Korok mask. And you wear it, it has the little leaf of a Korok for the eyes, and then it will shake back and forth.
Thank God I have an iPhone 7 because I just spilled that water all over my phone.
The Korok mask will shake when you're around Koroks, which is nice. Chad has no idea what we're talking about right now because he's not playing.
I collected a Korok seed. You saw it.
There is one more thing in there. I can't remember what it is. Oh, there's two more things. The travel medallion.
Oh, yeah.
With the travel medallion, you can warp to a spot that's not a shrine.
Oh,
what? You can only do it once. You can only do it in one location. Cool. So it's like you put your travel medallion in that one spot, you can travel there, you can pick it back up again and move it somewhere else.
Oh, that's creative.
Not spoiling too much. There's like a certain shrine that's very annoying to get to, but this will make it a lot easier now. So I'm very excited about that.
Nice.
And then the last thing, really quick, Hero's Path that shows you your path over the past 200 hours. So you can see where you've walked in the world.
Which for you is just a big white screen with a path all over it. But over the past 300 hours, it could be.
I can't see my whole path. That's Zelda. That's all that happened in Zelda.
Okay.
Speaking of Zelda... A game that everyone says, oh my god, this is just like Zelda, but totally is not like Zelda because
Can you stop stealing stories from me? Stop stealing stories from me.
Oh my god.
To be fair, there was not a lot of stories this week to pull from.
It was so
We've basically gone through all the major ones. Yeah, so Darksiders 3 was announced.
Yep. It's an IGN first for this month, so they have a lot of new exclusive
Did you watch the gameplay?
I did not. I saw a picture, I saw the title, and I said, meh.
I've wanted to play the Dark Souls games, Darksiders games. I do want to play the Dark Souls games on the Switch though. The Darksiders games, I want to play those only because I've heard they're similar to like Zelda meets like God of War.
I played Darksiders 1 for an hour, played Darksiders 2 for 3 hours. They're nothing like Zelda. Everyone's a liar. They should all go hit themselves in the head with.
Yeah, because I was watching the gameplay of Darksiders 3, and I'm like, she has a whip, and she's like dodging enemies very quickly to hit them with the whip and jumping up in the air and stuff. I'm like, this is nothing like Zelda.
I am very intrigued that it is a female protagonist, antagonist. It's not
she's the protagonist.
No, she's a woman. She's a protagonist.
Is that what you meant? I thought you were trying to find the word for a woman protagonist. I'm pretty sure it's protagonist. What's woman protagonist? Lady tagonist?
That's cool. It's Fury. This kind of takes place simultaneously with Darksiders 2 when you're playing as Death.
It looks pretty.
Deadly Sins. It looks pretty. Yeah, just no one cared about Darksiders or Darksiders 2, and that's why THQ went under. And then
THQ went under for other reasons too. But Darksiders was the more popular franchise.
THQ Nordic is like, hey, we need a name. Let's steal this failed company's name, THQ, and they became second THQ, and they're making the same game, and no one's gonna like it, and they're gonna go under too.
We'll see what happens.
How do you feel about Darksiders, Chad? I love it a lot. Liar.
Are you okay, Chad? You just talked to yourself and another version of yourself.
So
Fannie Mae gold potatoes, is that what you said?
Yukon gold.
Fannie
Mae? That's not even close.
How many stories do you have left, Chad?
I have 1, 2, 3 o'clock rock, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 o'clock rock. That girl from Happy Days died.
That did not answer my question at all.
Really?
What's her name?
I don't know. Fannie Mae
potato?
Potato?
She died from cancer.
Buddy Holly.
Buddy Holly.
Okay.
Mary Tyler Moore.
I got 2 Switch stories here.
Okay.
Mario Kart was the most successful launch in the Mario Kart franchise so far. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, I should say. It sold a grand total in the United States of 459,000 copies, which gives it an attach rate of about 50% on the Switch, which is pretty good.
I think that's a false statistic.
How's it a false statistic?
I think it's for launch week, right? It has not sold more Mario Kart than any other Mario Kart ever. But it's
on launch day,
On launch day.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Maybe I missed that part.
I probably didn't say it. I would not put it past me.
Yeah.
That's why you're here, to keep me honest, Chad.
Yep. Gonna make an honest man out of you yet.
Is that
the end of that story?
That's the end of the story. That's it. Thought that was... This is a slow news week.
Slews week. I've got one. Are you a fan of Super Mario RPG? I know Gus is.
I don't really know what an example of that is.
Oh God, Super Mario RPG for this SNES.
I never played it.
Oh my God, it's only one of the best RPGs of all time.
I've heard it's very good.
Oh fuck you!
I've seen the gameplay of it. I've played I should say, games inspired by it, but never played that game itself.
And then the RPG series went up to like Super Paper Mario and Paper Mario and all that fun stuff.
You played Paper Mario.
I did play Paper Mario. I loved Paper Mario.
Yeah, so Super Mario RPG is basically what the predecessor of Paper Mario.
Yeah, and it's fantastic.
This aesthetic is very
cool characters in it. Gino is the tits.
Bowser is your friend in the game, isn't he?
Well, he's an enemy at first, and then he joins your team, and he's a badass.
That sounds very fun. It was made by Square Enix as well. They weren't called Square. It was just Squaresoft at the time.
And there's a Final Fantasy hidden boss in there as well.
Very cool.
Wow, I know nothing of this.
Jon Snow.
So your point with this, or bringing it up?
Hey, Mario and Rabbids RPG.
Yes,
coming up. So it's going to be an RPG. This is brought to you by Kotaku, who has assets from the game to confirm that it is real. But it is going to have 2-player local co-op. Here's their pitch for it. Are you ready? The game's selling points appear to be A, turn-based combat, B, 2-player local co-op, and C, a goofy sense of humor.
Wacky.
That's it. That's the pitch. That's what they've said. You're going to have 8 playable characters. Mario, Luigi, Peach, and...
Daisy.
Yoshi. No Daisy. Guess who the other 4 are?
All Rabbids.
Dressed as Mario and dressed as Luigi. A rabbit dressed as Mario. A rabbit dressed as Luigi. A rabbit dressed as Peach. And a rabbit dressed as Yoshi.
So basically there's 4 characters to choose from.
I'm actually kind of excited about this because they're partnering with Ubisoft for it. And sometimes when they partner with other companies, it turns out well, and sometimes it turns out like Star Fox.
Actually, some of my favorite Zelda games were made by Capcom.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. Those Oracle of Seasons and Oracle of Ages.
Yeah, those are very good games.
So I'm kind of excited. I also really love screaming and I find screaming hilarious. So I kind of love the Rabbids.
Do they scream a lot?
Have you ever played a Rabbids game?
No, I haven't.
Oh, man.
They started in the Wii era, right?
Yeah. So Rayman Raving Rabbids came out on the Wii, and that was the first one. And it's just like a bunch of stupid little retarded-looking rabbits, and they just go, ah! And they scream it for no reason. Like, they get smacked in the face with a fly swatter, and then they just look at you for a second,
that sounds familiar. I know that.
So I love screaming. So I always found them hilarious. So
well, there's a game coming out for your new Switch that you can play with on it. It's going to be very exciting.
Yep.
Because you won't ever play Zelda. You're going to play that instead.
No, I'm not going to play Zelda because you've ruined it for me.
Not surprised.
That's all he fucking talks about is Zelda. And then he plays Link
Try
in
living
Mario
with
Kart,
him, dude.
and he's just nothing but Zelda.
Oh, yeah. For the
now
audience, Gus is my roommate.
I look at Zelda and I want to cry, throw up out my mouth. And I don't want to do it anymore. Got another one?
I got one more news story.
Got two more.
I'll just run through mine and then we'll do your two in a row.
Okay, that sounds good. Tell me, go.
Mine's very short. The game Thumper, which you mentioned when talking about VR, is coming to the Nintendo Switch. It's going to be 60 frames per second in docked and in handheld mode, which is going to be pretty nice.
I'll buy that.
That game is the most addictive game in PlayStation VR, and
I already have it on
worth
PlayStation.
Playing in PlayStation VR.
Yeah,
it's
so
cool on the TV, but it's really fucking fantastic.
I'm very curious because it seems like the bigger the experience gets, the better of this game. So going to handheld, I'm very curious what that's going to look like.
Yeah.
With Thumper, we'll see. I also think that it's a game that has some good potential for HD Rumble.
Yeah, I can see that.
Are you as into HD Rumble as he is?
I mean, I don't like jack off with the Joy-Con like he does, but
okay. That does that have HD Rumble?
Yeah. Anything Switch related has HD Rumble on it.
Okay.
Yeah. Any controller Switch related.
Got it.
Two more news stories for me.
All I got, Chad. I got nothing else for you.
I have zero news stories, if you can't already tell.
You did. You had a story about some potatoes.
Yeah, there you go.
A story about your thumb.
Yeah. I have one fun fact about Kotaku.
Go.
Is that it?
Yeah.
It's owned by Gizmodo,
yep.
which my sister is an editor for.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That's so crazy.
Yeah.
So these are all inside scoops that no one else has.
Yeah, so I have all the... I already have a Scorpio.
That's what the potato story was about. That was
my way into that segue.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So that's
you guys
my fun
Frito
fact.
scoops with French onion dip?
Legit. That shit is legit. I don't know the theme song to that or whatever, but...
I am a frito bendito!
That was in poor taste.
Well, that was a racist Fritos ad from the 1980s.
Oh.
Is that a real thing?
Oh, yeah, that's a real thing.
Oh, I thought you just did that. I was like, that was in poor taste, man.
It's a Mexican guy who comes and steals your Fritos.
Oh, God! I thought you came up with that on the spot, and I was like, oh, shit. Okay.
Happy Cinco de Mayo, everyone.
Oh,
do it one more time.
Nope, I'm not a puppet.
Okay, I'll try. I'm a Frito Bandito.
You gotta do the ay.
Ay.
And you gotta say it in a Spanish accent.
Oh,
wait,
no.
sorry, a Latinx accent.
I am a Frito Bandito. That's that. Now the tables have turned. I'm being super offensive.
Okay, well,
I will stay quiet for the rest of this.
I'm trying to bring all this back to like carbohydrates, like Fritos, potatoes. I'm trying to bring it back into a carbohydrates. That's my podcast. Is about carbs.
Oh.
Don't get me started on the like French like toast.
Did you guys
episode.
ever play Far Cry?
No. I have Far Cry 4.
You played Far Cry 4. You've played it a little bit, right? Or maybe that was my friend.
For 20 minutes.
Oh, I have Far Cry 4 as well.
It was like $5 on PlayStation
Far Cry 3. I've never played either one of them. But I've heard people fucking love Far Cry 3.
It's supposed to be very good.
Great. But Far Cry 3, there's a tease with the island from Far Cry 3 on Ubisoft's Facebook page. They posted a picture of the game's Rook Island setting, along with a sentence in French that translates to, "An island we never truly left." It is apparently the 5-year anniversary of Far Cry 3. It was awarded a 9.0 on IGN. I'm hoping that we see a PS4 remaster of this, because I do want to go back and play it, but that means I have to plug back in my PS3, and I don't want to do that. So if you like Far Cry 3, and you like paying for it twice, do it. And the second one is, this is always something that I kind of wished would happen, but never actually happened, is that on what seems like random circumstances, you're getting rewarded for your Platinum Trophy in Horizon Zero Dawn. So a lot of people have been getting emails with like free avatars or free dynamic themes for the PlayStation.
That's cool.
And there's lots of like screenshots of the emails that says, "Here's an avatar from the Horizon Zero Dawn team for unlocking the Platinum Trophy," or the little Platinum.
You've gotten your Platinum. Why haven't you got one of these?
Apparently, it's not everybody. I don't know how you get one of these, but yeah, apparently people are getting these.
I feel like there was a lot of hype for that game, and then I heard nothing about it because everyone was talking about Zelda.
Oh man, no, that's just because you lived with Holden.
That's totally possible.
Horizon Zero
that's
Dawn
entirely possible.
Fucking.
Is it great?
The tits.
Is it
yes,
the tits? Okay.
It's incredible. In fact, I'm
gonna buy it.
Zelda because I
Yeah.
think I'm gonna hate Zelda because I loved Horizon Zero.
It's funny because I have the opposite. I really want to play Horizon, but I think I'm gonna hate it because
And
Josh was
I
on last
just
week,
love
and
making
Josh,
scalloped
we had an entire
potatoes.
spoiler discussion about it. It's fucking phenomenal. It's a great game.
Okay.
I've heard
That was
amazing
my
things.
you know that scene in Step Brothers where he's like, "Are bonita fish big?" You remember that part? That was my question of that. Like, was it a good game? That was just like my way into the conversation about a game I have no idea about. Was it fun?
So that's all the news stories that I have this week. Yay! You did the news! You did the news! What's next? We've got Mario Kart 8. You wrote Mario Kart 8 and Mario 64 with Gus. Gus, tell us a little bit about Mario Kart. And while you do that, I'm going to find the Frito Bandito song on YouTube.
Thank you. I'm glad you're really listening to what I'm saying. So I grew up with Mario Kart 64 and haven't bought a Mario Kart game in 20 years until Mario Kart 8, and I do love it. It's sort of like comparing a really sick movie now that's... Please play it.
Sorry, I didn't want to play it so we can actually not get off topic in the middle of this.
Hello, boys and girls. It's me, the Frito Bandito. You know what I heard about you? I heard you want to be a Frito Bandito like me.
It's like Speedy Gonzales, but more offensive.
Sing the Bandito song. Let's sing together. You just follow the bouncing Fritos corn chips bag.
This was the 80s?
Oh my god.
Oh, I've heard this! Yeah, okay, I know this one.
This would never come out nowadays.
No, it would not.
No
the world
way.
would explode if this came
Oh
out.
my gosh. The company would have to, to disband.
They'd have to bow out, like,
Yeah.
gracefully.
They'd have to little bow wow.
Yeah.
Why can't I buy Fritos anymore? Oh, they released a really racist advertisement.
So Mario Kart 64.
Oh, that's a different Double Mint Gum song. Continue.
Oh, we're good. I can continue.
Until I find
You aren't
it.
looking up stupid
And
ads.
then I'm more important, so.
Okay.
Oh, I found it.
Good, because Gus hadn't started talking yet.
And there's a lot of twins. Tia Tamara Mowry are in this as well. Dude twins, lady twins, old twins,
Are the
bald
Winklevoss twins in this?
shooting water at each other twins. People eating gum and laughing at each other.
Double
Basketball
dunk.
twins. Pigeon twins.
That sounds vaguely familiar, but it didn't, like, ring true from my childhood or anything.
Welcome home, Bagheera.
Hello.
Yeah, well, that was salty tonight.
Roommate Jessie's home. Now she's dead.
Oh.
Gus, actually do tell me about Mario Kart. I
Are
think
you sure?
I'm ready to hear it now.
Okay.
I just
Your
really
phone
need
did
you
go
guys
in your
to know about
pocket just
really
then.
old. It did.
Yeah, that's
Take
Take it back out,
Sprocket,
Chad.
Toad
Here, I'll
Rat.
take my phone out.
Sprocket.
This is great. Do the news again. I want to.
And that's the way the news goes. Lick my balls. Say it all the time.
Whoa.
AIDS.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Quote Rick and Morty. It was okay for me to say AIDS because it was on Rick and Morty.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Moulage raisin sauce.
Yeah.
I like Mario Kart. That's it. That's all I got.
So this is your first Mario Kart you bought after 20 years.
Yes, I bought 64, or like I think my mom bought it. I don't think I had $20 or whatever it cost back then. But
Yeah, you put some time in at the mechanic. You know, fixed some cars up.
Right.
You know, made some money and went out and bought your Mario Kart 64.
right.
That's how it worked. Yep.
worked
What
at
year did that come out? 99?
no, like 6.
Really?
Right?
N64 came out in 1997.
Oh, really? I thought it came out in '96.
Came out in 96.
Did it?
Ooh.
Yep, 96. Yep.
Well, it
Just
certainly
fun
wasn't a launch
facts,
game.
Chad. There, that was great.
Sorry,
Mario Kart
continue.
came
So your mom
closely
bought it.
after it. Yeah, my mom
I'm
bought
looking
it,
it up
and
right
then
now.
I bought this one 20 years later,
Okay,
and I
September
like both a
1996.
lot. Is that when Mario Kart came out too?
No, that was.
I'm looking at Mario Kart right now.
Pilot Wings and Super Mario 64.
Mario Kart came out December 14th, 1996.
Oh,
really?
Just burn you guys.
Dang!
Mario Kart, glad I'm here. Glad I'm here to save the show.
Hey
guys,
you guys. Our host.
Chad was the only one.
Hey
on
guys,
there.
welcome on board. Can you stop, please? Hey, welcome on board.
I'm sorry I didn't remember when I was 6 years old.
I was 3.
Oh my god. Should we kill him?
Yeah.
He's nothing.
I never played Mario Kart 64, so I think you guys are crazy for living that game. I played it for the first time a year ago.
That shouldn't mean you think it's crazy. Then you have no opinion on it.
It's crazy.
Exactly.
That doesn't mean that means you have no say.
No, let me explain. So, I played it a year ago, and it's so slow compared to other Mario Kart games. It's like going back to play the original Smash Bros.
No, it's faster. Smash Bros. Is very slow. Mario Kart, if you play on 150cc, it's still 150 cc's. Yeah. You might have played it on a slower speed.
The CCs don't change. You're still going CC mile an hour.
Yeah. That's Mario Kart.
That's how it works.
CCs per hour.
So you've missed out on a ton of Mario Kart games then.
Yeah, I just played the 2 good ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So all the other ones really sucked.
Well, I did not have a GameCube, so I didn't play the GameCube.
Yeah, I heard Double Dash was good.
Mario Kart Wii was pretty great.
It was. That was fantastic.
And then this one that just came out right now also came out years ago, and apparently was great. And then we're all loving it again this year for the same price.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. My first one was Mario Kart DS, and I actually only played it on the. I only played it on the handhelds.
My first one was the Super Nintendo. So
I played that at a bar, and man, I'm bad at that version. I'm super terrible at that. It's harder playing the older ones. Like
that doesn't mean they're worse.
That's
just your opinion.
I'm just messing around, dude.
I'm getting pissed, dude.
Careful, he'll double joint his thumb at you. Stick you with a golden russet potato.
But it's like I'm so used to the way that because I think Mario Kart
death with a Yukon Gold potato.
Mario Kart DS is where I feel like this is where it set the modern trend on how Mario Kart drifting works and all that kind of stuff. So I started with that game and it all made sense to me going forward. Drifting is I don't know because you guys have played 64. Is drifting that much different for you guys than this new one? Because to me it's very normal.
Yeah, I mean, it's a different drifting. It's sort of hard for you to really make this comparison. It's sort of like not seeing Citizen Kane and then talking all this film theory. Mm-hmm. Like, that's sort of how I see it. But I missed out on all the movies from Citizen Kane until, The Dark Knight.
Yeah.
But, am I boring you, Chad?
No.
Oh.
Sorry, in my head I'm thinking, oh shit, I forgot to make a poem. I have a poem coming up later, so I'm trying to think about that in my head right now.
Oh, that's fun.
Sorry.
Is it like a mid-show poem?
No, it'll be a poem towards the end of the show.
Yeah, there's a specific reason why.
There's a specific reason.
I like that. That's cool. Yeah. Okay.
It's not an every week thing.
Okay.
It's just a now thing.
Cool.
Continue.
But having said that, Mario Kart 64 is my favorite one still, but I absolutely adore Mario Kart 8. It is so fun. The ability to do it on the Switch which sounds like a weird sex position, like a sex swing or something. Anyway, I think it's do you want to get into a conversation about the Switch? I feel like I just segued into it.
It's just,
you must have had a Switch episode by now.
I don't think so.
We had a Switch episode, yeah.
Have we?
Yeah.
We've talked about Nintendo Switch on this podcast?
Okay, you're just being sarcastic.
No,
I really don't think so.
Yeah, our first month was all about the Switch.
It's so great! That was just for an hour. Just I love it. Whoa!
Holden, calm down. We know you love the Switch.
Or it was just silent. You guys were playing and recorded it. Oh, sweet.
I like the way the HD Rumble feels.
Well, you're still saying that.
I am still saying that.
It's literally the same conversation that we were having 2.5 months ago.
Okay, all right. Yeah. Well, do you have any questions for me about Mario Kart? I feel like I'm just
no. Our experience with it so far, we've been with it for a week now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I am having a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We mentioned last week that we sat down and played it 4-player in the living room with Josh and Jesse, and I forgot what it was like to have a really awesome 4-player co-op experience.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Well, not co-op, but it was teams, and Jesse and I killed you guys.
Yes. They did.
But,
they really destroyed us.
Battle mode is super fun.
Battle mode's awesome.
Racing is okay. I mean, it must be really boring for you. Being in first all the time, no friends, just getting green turtle shells and bananas. Must suck to be holding.
Yeah, I don't think there's
really
any
fun
other
for us
items
to
in the
be
game
cool
besides
items.
banana, coins. And rarely a green shell will come up for me.
Yeah.
Well, we're in the back getting like things no one's even heard of before, just machine guns, just like rocket launchers. Oh, sweet!
But I do think that this is really
Halo
the
laser
first,
sword. It's weird.
This is the first opportunity that the Switch has really had to shine in the multiplayer aspect.
Yeah, it was smart to release that when they did.
Yeah.
Zelda
it's really
hooked
awesome.
everyone, and then
Yeah, it's awesome to be able to go on a train and just pop out and race each other for a hot second.
Yeah, we went to lunch. We had like 4 train stops. Like, we're gonna race for a little bit right now. Like,
Yep.
Why not? It was fantastic.
I do it when I'm driving a car, and it's
And you throw
okay.
the Switch as a turtle shell.
Exactly. I
He
threw it as a
tries to
boomerang.
drift while drifting his car at the same time.
It's pretty tough.
I love that
HD
I can
rumble on
be
my car.
in... You just drive purposely on the rumble strips on the highway. This HD rumble's awesome!
I really feel it everywhere.
I love that I can be in the break room and I can be like, just look to my left and be like, hey, do you want to race? I'm like, I don't have a Switch. And I was like, take a controller out.
That's like a
You
commercial
do
for Nintendo.
now. That's literally a conversation like that. Do you want to race? I don't have a controller.
You do
Do
now.
now. Boom, then we race.
Peppermint
And it's not a
gum.
comfortable race. It's a very small screen and a very tiny cramped controller.
Yeah, it's a
But
little
it's
cramped,
cool
but
that you
it
can do
works really well.
It works well enough, but I always had this paranoia when I'm playing with just the Joy-Con, single Joy-Con. I'm pushing in the right trigger and the right button, or like the top buttons there. I feel like I'm going to break them because I'm just kind of pushing them in all the time.
Yeah, they work, but they do feel like weirdly loose.
Yeah. And hitting those without the grip portion on top, it makes the buttons easier to hit. It's a lot harder to drift and shoot items.
Yeah.
So Pro Controller is the way to play.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Pro Controller's way to play everything. In fact, they should have just fucked the Joy-Cons and just put 2 Pro Controllers on the side.
That'd be a funky.
You just like snap the Pro Controllers.
No, you have to place them on either side, and then you have to squeeze them together and hope the Switch doesn't fall out. And you have to keep applying pressure.
You just chainsaw the actual controller in half and glue it onto the sides.
Every time you want to play.
Yep, and you get super glue remover.
That's like the commercial instead of the little. It's like a guy taking 20 minutes to like try to glue it on. Like doesn't work.
And then he accidentally burns
Nintendo.
himself with the hot glue gun.
Yeah.
Son of a
God damn it, Alan! Get out of my room.
It's got a kickstand though.
So yeah, Mario Kart's fun.
It's fun. It's a good purchase.
What do you guys think of the double items? Having 2 items at
it's
the same
cool.
time.
It doesn't make or break the game.
No,
It's
it
just
doesn't.
sort of a fun little treat.
Yeah.
I've liked that part.
Yeah.
It means you can be more strategic about your items.
Yeah.
Like when you pick them up, if you're only going to drop 1 or you use 2 at the same time or something like that.
Do you know if
Are you asking that is this second item a $60 second item? Is that what you're asking? Is it worth
It's
buying the game
basically,
again
yeah.
for a
If you
second
had it on
item?
the Wii U, that's basically the major difference you're paying for outside of battle mode. If you're only going to race, that's the major difference.
Oh, there
in
were
the
no
game.
double items in
Yeah, that
the
is
Wii U?
specific to this
Oh,
one,
I didn't
yeah.
know that. Okay.
And the purple drift.
Yeah.
What's
Purple
the
Drift
deal
is-
with that?
So if you
I'm
know how you get
colorblind. If you don't know already, I'm just like, oh, gray drift,
Gray drift?
gray
A
life.
second gray drift?
Serious question. Did you see the distinction between the blue and the orange drift?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
There's
after
a
orange
there's
is
a purple.
Yeah, I'm not a freak.
There is a purple drift after the orange drift. It's like if you go
Okay.
extra far with your drift, then you can get it.
Oh, I've seen that. I thought it was blue, but yes, I've seen it. Gotta go.
You can only use that drift if you're not on the auto steering mode.
Yes.
Okay.
I hate that they turn that on by default.
Yeah, that does suck.
I kind of hate that you say default instead of default.
Default.
I think I go back and forth with both. I don't have a default
Default.
version of the word default.
Default.
Default. I think I say default.
The default settings.
Default.
Default
Define.
settings. No, default. No, that's stupid. I hate default. Stop it. Stop making me say default.
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 Delicious.
It sounds like a whole thing you guys have been into before
Nope.
about the
No.
pronunciation
Happens
of
for the
words.
first time right now.
Oh shit!
Yeah, we just go.
How do you say?
Flow.
How do you say shit?
How do you say shit?
Shit.
Shit. Shit.
Shit! That'd be great if that's just all out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Like, that'd
Have
be
you guys
great.
listened to the podcast S-Town?
No.
No.
Shit-Town?
Is that what it really is?
Yeah,
Is
it's
Shit
called
Town?
Shit-Town,
That's
yeah.
really funny. Okay.
But it's the people who did Serial
Mhm.
did this one as well.
Oh.
And the guy who talks, the main guy that it's about has the most. He's a genius, but he has the fucking craziest ass Alabama accent. He's like, you see that school over there? Now that is where I went to high school. I just love imitating him.
I thought you were going to go cocky British accent for a second.
There is too much crap going on down here. I just love it. Just love it. His name is John B. McLemore.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to go Cockney British accent for a quick split second when you started that.
Are we allowed to say cock on this?
As long as it's coupled with cockney, it's okay.
Yeah. Like your patella is also a penis?
I put my cock in a Yukon Gold potato. Can I say that on
Please
this?
Tell me you baked it first.
I had one baked, one not baked.
Okay.
He did a direct comparison.
I just call them Yukon gray potatoes, though, because they just look gray to me. Yeah, but I fuck them. I mean, sorry. Mario Kart.
How does colorblind work? Like, are there certain colors that you mix up, or
it's mainly mixing up? Or is it? It's not a gray thing. It's just like I mix them up. Like if there was yellow on the wall, I'd be like, I don't know if that's light green or yellow. But if you have them next to each other, then I can kind of tell the difference. Okay. It's more of an identification thing that I suck with, and I do those online tests with those dots we were talking about. Yeah. And it's just like, what number do you see in the thing? I'm like, oh, I see a sailboat. Like, shoot.
What specific colors are you colorblind to? Like, are you like red?
Oh, I listed it, but you were on your phone, so you missed out on the color listing.
Yeah. Other people are on their phone. They literally are listening to this through their phone, so you need to do it again for them too.
That's weird reasoning. That you weren't paying attention. I listed the color: red, brown.
If you've ever taken a screenplay writing course, you need to know that you need to introduce something 3 times before the audience catches it.
It's the rule of threes.
It's the rule of threes.
Hey, I'm John. I'm John. I'm John. That's comedy.
And I am Holden DePardo. That's 2 times so far. We'll do it again.
Yeah, red, brown, blue, purple. It's boring even describing all these colors I suck with. I'm always like, oh yeah, blue, purple, blue, good night. But yeah, I'm a freak.
Until he gets those glasses, then he'll be normal.
The problem is they're all sunglasses. Like, they're cool, but I couldn't wear them to work and just blend in.
They're really all sunglasses?
Yeah, they're all like dark frames.
Yeah.
Which is the only way they work, I guess. But
no, that makes sense.
I could wear them driving, but
the Joshua Always Blue, look like I'm in the Beatles glasses.
They have sort of lighter frames like that, and they're also like $600.
Oh my god, you could buy.
I just want to like try them on once and cry.
That's 2 switches.
Like an old man.
I always think that the Switch is $200 because I had a gift card for it. Yeah, somebody asked me, like, how much did you pay for it on Amazon? Did you pay a crazy price? I was like, no, I paid $200. Like, what? I was like, oh, fuck, yeah. Sorry, I had a gift card.
Yeah.
You get back in touch with reality. I know you have, like, a lot of wealth.
Mom's spaghetti. Spaghetti on her sweater. Spaghetti.
Do you get that reference? The mom spaghetti?
No.
He doesn't listen to music
with
words in it.
Yeah, he doesn't listen to music with words in it. It's
and
an Eminem song from 8 Mile.
Yeah.
Who's Eminem?
Okay. They are small candy, round candy.
Yeah, with a
candy shell.
Thank you.
Yeah.
He gets it.
Yeah. I've heard of these guys before.
They're pretty good. They make great rap songs.
You'll often see the same Santa Claus commercial with them every year.
Or
if you go see a movie.
The big dumb yellow one. That's my favorite one.
They do exist.
They do exist.
You guys, this is also a very special episode. Because it's the first episode since we got a Facebook like from an individual that we don't know in real life.
Okay, nice.
Yes.
Who is it?
His name is Andre. Sorry, I don't want to assume his gender.
Okay.
His name is Andre Dreanator Bailey. I was going to make a poem saying something crazy and weird, but instead I'm going to make up a song right now. You ready?
Yes.
Holden, give me a beat.
I think Gus should do the
Gus,
beats.
give me a beat. Holden, give me a tambourine.
I'll take the beat.
Andre Dreanator Bailey, your profile pic makes you look so manly or womanly. I don't want to assume, cause that would be rude. Also, your name is Joseph Speedy Guns Nookie, and that sounds cool too. There you go, man.
Not bad.
I was going to pull up a tambourine sound on YouTube and just play at the very end, but I missed it.
You did miss it.
Yeah, you also waited a very long time.
I did wait a very long
time. It's also
time.
kind of difficult to make a tambourine sound with your mouth, I think.
Yeah.
So thank you to Joseph Speedy Guns Nookie. You are the cat's
cool.
tits. That's a good thing. Like, man, that's the tits. That's the cat's pajamas.
That's the cat's
Combine
tits.
them both. That's the cat's tits. That's like double good. Double the
That is
pleasure
pretty
of
good.
double mint gum. Statement of the great mint. Frito Bandito.
Oh, God.
You guys. And this is a great episode. We've talked about miscarriages.
Yeah.
Potatoes.
Fucking potatoes.
Fucking potatoes.
If you thought you were talking about video games, you were wrong.
So, yes. Thank you,
Mario
Andre
Kart.
Drayinator Bailey, the Drayinator.
That's
Also, you have
cool.
a pretty badass cover image. Look at that. Look at that car. Is that from a game or a movie?
Whoa, I don't know.
That's cool looking though.
I'm proud of you. You drive that?
Thanks.
It's
also-
moving on to the interrogative?
Yeah, it's also a
Singular?
huge week this week because we actually have a question for the subscriber interrogatives.
Wait, what is this?
Subscriber interrogatives.
Yeah.
Just
It's
a
a
subscriber
fancy way of
questions.
saying listener questions.
Okay.
And
Right.
we've not been
We've
making them
pretended
up.
to be the subscriber that's making up questions because no one
Hey,
ever asks
Chad.
the question.
Where'd you get those hot arms from? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Where's my potato?
There's this. Where's my potato?
Where's my Yukon Gold?
Oh, if that potato had HD Rumble, Holden would never leave his room.
He kind of already doesn't with the Joy-Con HD Rumble, though.
Yeah, I don't.
He would just, like, reverse time and stand there longer.
Oh, you guys know Jesse Stout? That dude's the tits as well.
Yeah.
He's 3 tits, like that thing in Fifth Element.
You mean Total
Yeah.
Recall?
Hmm?
You mean Total Recall?
Have you seen Fifth Element?
Is there a woman with 3 tits in Total?
I think so.
I think
She's blue?
Holden's right.
Yeah, it's Total Recall. Arnold Schwarzenegger.
No, because I have not seen the original Total Recall ever. But
But
I
you
have
saw
seen
the
new
Colin
one.
Farrell
I
one.
saw the Colin Farrell one.
I'm so
gonna
sorry.
Google Fifth Element.
They're both bad.
3
Sorry.
boobs.
Oh, everyone. They both suck.
Total Recall, the Arnold Schwarzenegger one's not a great movie, but it's a great movie. It's just one of those movies that I've enjoyed watching because it's
Total
ridiculous and
Recall.
awesome.
But
That was Jesse Steele's question: is how many tits are there on the character of the Fifth Element? And probably 2 is
Trick
my-
question. It's 2 on all female characters.
I swear
Although
there was
Bruce
a
Willis
three-titted
did gain a
person
few for that role.
in Fifth Element as well.
It's
No, I
Total
guess that's
Recall.
it.
Yeah, it's Total Recall. I'm telling you, Total Recall.
Hold
Give
on.
me that potato.
Hold on. 21 little details you probably missed in the Fifth Element. Let me search this page for boobs.
Just keyword boob dash tit slash potato.
But while you do
No
that,
matches
I'm
on
going to
this page
pull
for
up the
boobs,
subscriber
breast, or
interrogative.
tit.
And
Yeah, pull up
what
that
should I do while
interrogative.
You guys do that.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was wrong.
Thank
I was
goodness.
wrong. So Jesse Stell, that dude gave us a question.
He gave us a question. The
And I
question
haven't
is...
thought about it at all. So this is going to be a very good one to kind of talk out in front of you
I
guys.
thought about it a little bit. It's
Okay.
it's a tough question. It is, if you were stranded on an island with a single console, so it has to be all one console,
Okay.
and 3 games if you're choosing,
Mm.
which console and games would you choose? Obviously, the games have to be for the console. You could bring another game from the console if you wanted to, but then you can't play that game. So it's kind of
Okay.
a waste. So
Yeah.
Now, when are we being crash landed on this island?
What happened?
Am I going on a boat trip after Arms comes
So,
out? Maybe that's the
you're
game
in
I wanna
Australia.
You're
You're
celebrating
heading-
the release of Arms by taking a boat trip. Let's go on a boat.
bring. Arms is out. I'm going to play it not at home because I can. Let's go on a boat trip.
Bring my battery pack. What, Holden? Sorry.
Oh, I was saying we were flying from Australia to Los Angeles on flight
we were.
on flight 815, and then we go 1,000 miles off course, and we are on a deserted island with Jack, a doctor, Locke, an old guy who's cool.
Sounds
Yeah,
like a
that's
pitch
it.
for a
Man
really
of
bad
science, man
TV
of
show.
faith. It's a fucking amazing TV show. So
Thank you, Chad.
Okay, alright.
It's fantastic. It's a great show. It's
Um,
not Penny's boat.
so this is hard because the 3 games I might want to take might not all be on the same system.
Yeah, that's the
You
challenge
gotta-
of the
you gotta
question.
pick one console.
So,
So 3 games for that console.
To no one's surprise, I'm thinking of a Nintendo console.
Oh, fucking
Oh,
really?
really? Is
a
it
huge
have
I
a
just
surprise.
G
assumed
Rumble
you would
on
have
it?
your 3DS because it has every Zelda game on it except for Breath of the Wild.
So 3DS is one of them. The other one's GameCube. I might do GameCube or 3DS. I don't know.
Why wouldn't you do Wii U? Doesn't that have like a ton of Zelda on it?
It does, but I'm only going to pick one Zelda game.
You're only gonna pick one Zelda game. Have you ever played
Oh.
another game?
I'm only gonna pick. Yeah.
I play the
didn't have
games.
anything to say about that. Yeah, what do you... I'm out of shit to say to you.
I played Hyrule Warriors. Hyrule Warriors was great, guys.
Oh, man. I hope you played it on an old 3DS.
I did actually never play that game.
Good. You bought it, though, didn't you?
No, I didn't.
Yeah. What did you buy that you never played?
Triforce Heroes.
That one.
Yeah, I bought that one. So I think I'm going to go with 3DS as my console.
Okay.
My first game is going to be Link Between Worlds because it's my favorite 2D Zelda game.
Okay.
And the Switch just doesn't have enough games on it yet for me to bring that to Deserted Island. Because I had the choice when I get to Deserted
Snake
Island.
Pass, Mr. Shifty, and
Wonder Boy.
Wonder Boy.
Those are my 3 games. So Link Between Worlds is my first one. Then definitely going to be Luigi's Mansion. On that system.
On 3DS?
On 3DS.
Okay.
That's a great game.
Really? You're going to do Luigi's Mansion as your end-all, be-all? I've never seen you play that.
I love that game. I put a good amount of time into that game. I got it before I met you, I think, though.
Sexually.
Okay. Yes. Third game, that's tough. Come back to me. But
okay.
who has some ideas?
Gus,
I know already.
You know
you're
totally know. Question, do I have multiplayer access? Do I have the internet on this island?
To play with other people?
Yeah.
No.
I would say
local co-op.
So here's the thing, though. That could take away a lot of games, though. Like Overwatch, that game is just about playing online with your friends. Could you not bring that to the island with you? Like, if you want to bring the game with you,
yeah, you can bring that game with you and just not play
I just thought, I was like, I have internet on this island? / it's no longer Desert Island scenario. I just want to do that. Just be on an island alone with the internet and an Xbox.
Stranded in your apartment.
Okay, so every day of my life? Is that what we're...
It's your day off.
It's your day off. You have a lot of games in 3D you want to play today.
What games do you like? That's like what it turned into.
Jesse Sell asks, name some good games.
Good question, Jesse. Thank you. We haven't gotten to that. Okay, so assuming I do have the internet, but just for the multiplayer of these games I'm going to pick, and not to surf potato porn, I would
You
pick...
haven't watched VR porn yet.
I have not.
Let's
Is that
do
a
it.
thing?
That's
It's absolutely a thing.
That's a thing.
God.
Gus is like, I ordered one.
It's already...
and more
I
potatoes.
just ordered one on my Amazon app. And I had a gift card.
And a pound of potatoes.
I would pick Halo the Master Chief Collection,
Okay.
Halo 5, and the Orange Box.
So every Halo game.
Every Halo game except for Reach.
And ODST.
You loved Halo 5's campaign that much?
No, the multiplayer
Oh,
is...
I
I hate the campaign. It's crap.
So where did we land on the multiplayer?
But the multiplayer is
That's
almost as
okay.
good as Halo 2 was
Gotcha.
of Halo 5.
Question. Why bring Master Chief Collection and Halo 5? Like, why?
Because Master Chief doesn't have Halo 5 in it.
But I guess if you already have the multiplayer of Halo 5,
Mhm.
and it's about as good as Halo 2's multiplayer, I
Right.
think it's a legitimate question. Like, why just pick another game? Like, why bring like Grand Theft Auto 5 or something like that?
It's a good question. I don't know. I have a soft spot for all the Halo games. And it's on my butt.
I just want to say, I picked one Zelda game.
Oh, back to Holden. I was wondering how it was going to go back to Holden's
Yeah.
answer in the middle of mine, and that's how we did it. Final to GTA 5 just to shut you up. Chad, what is your choice?
Thank God.
I can sleep.
I'm vindicated again.
Oh, man. So I've given myself a couple of thoughts. That's a thing. You gave yourself thoughts. I don't know. I'm still stuck. Maybe PS3? I want a game that has like infinite replayability. I want that.
Right.
I also want a game that has like a super great narrative to it that I can come back to. And then I also want, I don't know, something mindless. So those are the 3 types of games that I want on a console that's fun. That's my answer.
That's a good answer.
No, I think like maybe PlayStation 3. I want to say Last of Us, but honestly...
The replayability is not very high.
No, it's not. It's not. In fact, I played that game once on PlayStation 3. I bought it again on PlayStation 4, but I just haven't been able to go back to it just because I'm worried of like tainting that experience again.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm thinking maybe a Metal Gear Solid.
They're very long
maybe
games.
Metal Gear Solid 4, because there was so much fan service in that game, and you can play all sort. Like you can play fucking the first part of Metal Gear Solid 1 in that style as well. Mm-hmm. So maybe Metal Gear Solid 4. Something that has that. Since I'm stuck with that system now, PlayStation Battle Royale.
Really?
Is that like the Smash Bros. Of PlayStation?
Smash Bros. Knockoff.
I
didn't
good?
Off the top of my head.
I didn't hate it, but people really disliked that game.
It was okay.
It was okay. Yeah, it wasn't. Smash is definitely way better.
Yeah, maybe that's my like thing to play over and over with infinite replayability. Mm-hmm. There's so many characters to master and things like that.
Yeah.
And come back to me, Holden. What's your last one?
I've been lolling it in my head. I'm between Professor Layton, just like a puzzle game to play.
I fucking hate puzzle games. Watching you play The Witness was the lowest point of my life.
Try living with him. Watching him play No Man's Death Sky or whatever. But anything can happen. Any scenario is out there.
I never said that.
I'll bring Dark Souls 2.
You pretty much said that.
I'll bring Dark Souls 2. Something for a challenge. There's like new game plus.
That's
plus,
a good
plus,
one.
Plus.
Maybe.
Oh, you should bring Dark Souls 3DS.
Dark Souls 3DS, definitely. Super Metroid? That is on 3DS, technically. That'd be a really good one. Yeah, I'll do Super Metroid. I've not actually...
Is that actually on 3DS?
It is, on new 3DS. On new 3DS, gotcha. It is available.
I think this question could go on forever. Because we just like, oh, wait, you know what? I'm going to do...
It can't go on forever, though, because we just all three finished.
Okay, I was thinking about...
We're all taking edits, though.
A Vita would still be a good system.
Yeah.
Because I would want to bring Lumines, because that is my most replayable game ever. I want to fix my Vitas just so I can play that again. Miss that game so much.
But if you bring a PlayStation 3, then you get PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3. Like, you get all those
That's
libraries.
why I thought Wii U would be perfect, because it's so many things. But, hey, I can't answer for you.
No,
but then you're stuck with that stupid fucking tablet for the rest of the time. Yeah, that's
honestly one of the reasons I wouldn't bring a Wii U.
You loved that thing.
I liked it. I didn't love it.
When you first had it and that's all you had when I moved in, you're like, it's pretty great.
I love the rumble on it.
The games are really good on the Wii U.
Right.
The gamepad battery life is revolting. I thought the PS4 DualShock 4 is bad on battery life. The Wii pad gets like half of that. It's terrible, but it's kind of convenient when you're in Zelda and you can switch the items quickly. But that's not worth it overall just for that. Yeah.
Sweet titties.
Very sweet titties.
Cat's tits.
Is there another interrogative in here?
I think that is all the interrogatives, unless there's another subscriber that we're just pulling out of our ass for the sake of the question.
Shit, there was another question I was thinking about that I stole from Podcast Beyond that someone asked, and then now I can't.
Are we plagiarizing content now?
You guys get shut down.
Well, great. We're not too bad on time. We're an hour or two.
We got time for one more question, I'd say. Yeah,
what's the question?
Well, you said you had a question for podcast.
I said I couldn't remember it.
Well, try to remember it.
Try to remember the kind of September. You like the Fantastics?
It's nope.
Great.
He doesn't know that. I don't know.
There's singing involved in it, so no.
You just like listen to music and it's like dun 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 dun. I'm the nope. Next song.
It's not that far off.
Here we go. Best video game soundtracks or scores.
Ooh. Oh, I already have it. This is really easy for me. Metroid Prime. That soundtrack is awesome.
Can you hum a single tune?
But that's the whole point of why the soundtrack is so good is that it is super. I could hum.
Do it.
I could hum it, but I'm not going to.
And I thought that was you starting.
I know. Just you suddenly singing songs with lyrics.
I think I've gotten enough humiliation with this podcast, so I won't do it.
Fair.
But I get in my head. There are tracks I'm thinking of for sure. It's just so atmospheric, and it envelops you in that world even more. It's more so than any Zelda game to me.
That sounded sexual the way I just said.
Get that potato out of your hand, Gus.
Oh, sorry.
Oh man,
I'll be back, Yukon.
I love. I think I've talked about this already on this podcast, but Jessica Curry and her composition on "Everybody's Gone to the Rapture" and "Dear Esther." I think "Everybody Gone to the Rapture" is one of the soundtracks that I've listened to most on repeat. It's just so freaking, like all the choral music and things like that. It's just so peaceful at times, but then also, it's just fantastic. I listen to it a lot whenever I'm doing like mobility or yoga or shit like that. So I listen to that a lot, but also the Uncharted 4 soundtrack
It's
has
a good
some
soundtrack.
badass shit into it.
There's some
in
good
it
songs
as
in
well.
there.
I just love the Uncharted thing. The gong gong gong.
See,
And that's exactly what it sounds like.
He
That's my
did the
impression of brass
rendition,
instruments.
and I'm going to do my rendition of mine. And you guys are going to like this answer, I think.
I will like it.
Inside.
Ooh.
Love that
remember any of the
soundtrack.
music from
It was all like, it's sort of the similar answer to him. What's your name? This guy. Him. I don't know you, but no, but it's like all very like perfect ambient. It just kicks into gear like right when things are getting like scary or sort of like this pulsating just, and here's my rendition. There's it. That's it. Thank you.
Wow, that was it was right back inside again. That was amazing.
You're solving puzzles with zombies.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's
I
fantastic.
love that game. That's probably one of my top 5 games.
Really?
Inside, yeah.
Yeah, that's
What
a
are your top 5
fucking
games?
fantastic
Boom,
game.
another interrogative.
That's
Go.
a pretty good.
Top
That's a
5
good one,
games.
yeah.
Go.
Okay.
Well, wasn't that already Jesse's Stell's question?
No.
Did we adapt it?
just asked
Desert Island games?
Jesse
but
just asked for good games.
Jesse, games? Are there games? Okay. Oh my gosh, I'm so on the spot. Inside is one. It might be Breath of the Wild is one. Portal 2, Half-Life 2, and Mario Kart 64.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Eclectic.
Last of Us is definitely up there.
Mm-hmm.
Uncharted 4 is up there.
So Naughty Dog.
I basically just...
You love those guys.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
It all looks great.
Super Mario World.
Mm-hmm.
I really love Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker.
I've heard that's fantastic.
Yeah, I like that a lot. Nice.
That was pretty good pour.
A good pour.
Thank
I'm
you.
really
That
proud
was
of
the
you.
rest of it too.
Is
I
there
spilled a little bit.
You did spill a little bit,
But not
I
on
spilled
anything
a lot
important.
Of it all over my crotch, and it took about 45 minutes for it to dry. Stop looking at my penis.
Okay. He brought
And
it
get
up.
that potato out of your hand.
Guys, it's my potato. I can do what I want with it.
You
I
say
bought it at
potato,
Whole
I
Foods.
say potato. Potato, potato.
You say potato, I say dildo.
Let's call the whole thing off.
Let's just go jack off at home.
So that's 4. I don't know, man. I don't know what the 5th would be.
So I'll go through. I don't have a full list quite yet, I don't think. But Last of Us is on there for sure. This is no order particular. Breath of the Wild is definitely on there. Luminous. I missed that game. I love you.
Ocarina of Time. That's my 5th.
That's a great choice.
Good burping.
Thank you. I'm gonna roll with weird shit.
Oh, that was a wimpy burp.
Bloodborne.
Bloodborne?
Bloodborne's
Top 5
on
of all time?
Of all time for me.
Dude,
yeah.
you were up that game's ass. It was good, though. I fucking love that game.
So good. I love that game. 5th is hard. So all right. I can't hand off to someone else at this point because everyone else is giving their other 5. So it's just on me. It's just you, Holden. Number 5.
There we go. There's a little bit. That was a dragon. A little lion.
That was a dragon.
Yeah.
This is super tough.
Can you at least make noises so that people have something to listen to?
No, I don't have a 5th one. I really don't. Like, I'm thinking those are like my 4 games I'm thinking of right now, which is Luminous, Breath of the Wild, Last of Us. I just forgot the 4th one. Bloodborne. It's one of my favorite games. What was it again?
Blood shit. I don't know.
I can't even remember.
Shit souls.
Baloney born.
And
I've never eaten bologna.
Really?
Yeah. It always just freaked me out a little bit. My dad used to love eating just bologna and ketchup sandwiches. Bologna just freaked me out a little bit.
I don't know about ketchup, but I'll do mortadella, which is like
What is that?
good bologna. It's like a Italian. I mean, I guess bologna is already Italian-ish, but I don't know where I'm going with this. I just started describing mortadella. I'm like, you don't know that much about this. Bail. Get out of that.
I'm gonna go Mario Kart because I think about like games have played.
Mario Kart 8 Deluxe?
Honestly, it's just Mario Kart in general. Just because thinking
You
about
you can't choose
Mario Kart in general.
9 games to be.
Okay, fine. The most recent one I think is the best one. So Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is the best one. Which, wow, 2 Switch games are on there. That's pretty good. Not
and there are 2 Switch games out there.
But those are my 5 games.
Awesome. Okay. So that's been our show this week, Split Screen Gaming Podcast. Where can they find us on Facebook, Colton?
You find us at Split Screen Gaming Podcast.
Where can they find us on Instagram?
Split Screen Gaming GP.
Nope.
Split Screen GP?
Yeah! Okay, where can they find us on Twitter?
Split Screen GP.
Special thanks to Gus.
Thank you. The pleasure is all yours.
Stout.
McGillicuddy is definitely his middle name. What's
your middle name again?
It's
Benjamin. Benjamin Button.
Benjamin
Belly Button Stout. Yeah. Augustus Benjamin Belly Button Stout. Guys, hold on. Before we leave, try saying Major Beige Blazer 3 times
Major
fast.
Beige Blazer, Major Beige Blazer, Major Beige Blazer.
You're an idiot.
That was good.
I know. Hold and go.
Major Beige Blazer.
First attempt, fail. Major Kill Me.
Major Beige Blazer. Oh, man. Thank you again to Andre Bailey. Yep. Jesse Stell, the dude with the sexy mustache.
And the great questions.
Thanks for Dane's Balls.
Thanks to Dane's Balls. It's been a while since they've made an appearance. And love you all. Good night, you sexy bra strap slickers.
I think I...
you clicked with 2 fingers instead of 1. Hi, welcome to a Mac.